If the electric stove keeps scorching eggs on Monday and undercooking steak on Tuesday, it's probably the pans, not the skills. Let's fix that in one shopping trip. Electric stoves demand cookware that can handle slower ramp-ups, broad burner contact, and steady heat without warping or creating hot spots, which is where many non-stick for all sets fall apart. In this video, 7 carefully chosen options are ranked from good to outstanding, focusing on flat bottom stability, heat distribution, coating durability, and day-to-day usability on coil and smooth top electric ranges. Stay through number 1 for a set that nails even browning on low to medium settings while staying genuinely easy to maintain. 7. KOKHUB KOKHUB. This brings a titanium enameled nonstick finish over a heavy base that behaves more like an enameled cast iron concept than a typical sprayed nonstick pan. On an electric stove, the first thing noticed is the satisfying contact with the burner. The pan sits flat, heats deliberately, and once preheated, holds a steady simmer without constant fiddling. That slow and steady character benefits delicate sauces and weekend shakshuka because the enamel resists sticking at moderate heat and cleans without harsh scrubbing. It's a set and let it work kind of pan that shines when patience is part of the recipe. Searing performance is respectable provided a proper preheat is used. The enamel surface likes a minute or two longer on electric coils or a glass top to reach an even baseline, after which chicken thighs or pork chops take on color predictably. Because the enamel is slick but not ultra-slippery like modern ceramic composites, a thin film of oil helps achieve that golden crust and easy release. The benefit is a surface that doesn't feel finicky with utensils. It tolerates routine use without the baby it mentality associated with softer coatings. That said, it's still wise to avoid gouging or thermal shocks. Where this pan differentiates itself is cleanup and compatibility. Enameled construction means no seasoning drama and no iron smell, and the pan transitions well from stovetop to oven for finishing. On electric stoves, that oven finish tactic is especially handy. Sear on the coil, then slide into the oven to complete cooking without stressing the coil's uneven output. 6. SENSARTE 17-piece pots and pans set. SENSARTE's 17-piece bundle is the value play that covers almost every shape needed. Small and mid-sized saucepans, fry pans, a sauté pan, grill pan, and accessories that make a new kitchen feel complete. On an electric stove, the standout convenience is uniform bottoms that sit flush on glass tops and stable on coils, minimizing wobble. The detachable handle system is a clever space saver. Move from stovetop to oven or fridge, stack neatly, and keep counters uncluttered. For apartment cooks or RV-style setups, the modularity is a genuine win. Day-to-day non-stick performance is friendly. Eggs release at low to medium heat, crepes slide when the pan is properly preheated, and cheesy quesadillas don't cement themselves to the surface. The broader pans distribute heat reasonably well across the electric burner's footprint, yielding even browning on French toast and smash burgers once a proper baseline temperature is reached. Cleanup is quick with warm water and a soft sponge, and the surfaces resist staining with normal use, especially if oils are used sparingly, and the pan is never shocked under cold water while hot. The detachable handle introduces both pros and trade-offs. The pro is versatility. The handle locks firmly enough for flipping and then pops off for oven finishing or compact storage. The trade-off is that a latch mechanism can add a tiny flex point compared to a permanently riveted handle, so extremely heavy loads or aggressive tosses aren't this set's forte. 5. Kikcoin CW-05. Kikcoin CWS-05 kit takes a more streamlined approach. Fewer pieces, a detachable handle, and a focus on simple, non-toxic nonstick that's compatible with all stovetops, including electric and induction. On an electric stove, the pans heat evenly across the contact patch and avoid the ring scorch problem that plagues very thin aluminum. Eggs and pancakes release with a trace of oil, and sautéed vegetables pick up gentle color without sticking as long as medium heat is respected. It's a practical, small footprint setup that stacks efficiently and suits compact kitchens. The detachable handle system is sturdy enough to inspire confidence. Clipping on and off becomes second nature. especially when sliding a pan into the oven to finish salmon or roast cherry tomatoes. On a glass-top electric stove, the flatness helps with consistent browning. The bottoms don't warp under normal heat, so patty edges brown at the same pace as the center. With lower to medium burner settings, the sweet spot for many electrics, the set gives a repeatable routine for common weeknight meals. Where this set punches above its price is temperature control and maintenance. The coating is tuned for low to medium cooking, which actually matches the way most people should use nonstick on electric stoves. That synergy reduces accidental overheating, which is often what degrades nonstick. Cleanup is approachable. Rinse, soft sponge, mild soap. Even after tomato sauces or sticky glazes, residue lifts without scouring. Storage is similarly friendly. The stackable design and a single handle free up cabinet space that larger sets devour. Nuwave 31427. Nuwave series sits in the brand's Duralon ceramic nonstick lineage, optimized for compatibility across gas, electric, and induction. On electric stoves, these pans are a lesson in predictability. They preheat fast enough to feel responsive, but not so fast that eggs leap from undercooked to scorched. For omelets, fried eggs, and pancake runs, the ceramic coating offers an effortless release at moderate temperatures, and that's exactly how nonstick should be used on an electric coil or glass top. The base construction lends itself to even distribution. Whether on a coil burner, where heat originates from a ring, or a radiant smooth top that spreads heat through the glass, the pan's flatness and thickness create a uniform cooking field. That uniformity means grilled cheese browns evenly from corner to corner, and sautéed mushrooms pick up color without a central dark zone. The lids, where included, trap steam efficiently, elevating simmer performance on starchy dishes like rice sides or quick braises. Durability, within nonstick norms, is solid. The coating holds up best with medium heat, a dash of oil, and soft utensils. On electric, that medium heat discipline also plays to safety and longevity. Less thermal stress, longer life. Cleanup continues the theme. Warm water, a soft cloth, and minimal detergent usually reset the pan to new looking. For those cooking acidic sauces, ceramic nonstick behaves neutrally, and the interior color typically helps with monitoring browning and fond development. 3. Le Creuset 21177260943. Le Creuset's enameled cast iron pieces are a benchmark for steady, even heat, exactly the attribute that tames the quirks of electric stoves. The enameled interior removes the seasoning learning curve while delivering cast iron's hallmark heat retention. On a smooth top or coil, once preheated, the pan or Dutch oven maintains a consistent temperature that makes shallow frying cutlets, simmering ragu, or baking skillet cornbread remarkably consistent. For braises, the transition from stovetop to oven is seamless, and the enamel resists acidic reductions without the metallic bite. On electric stoves, a few design choices shine. First is the flat, substantial base that distributes heat evenly across the burner footprint. No chatter, no wobble. Second, the lighter weight relative to some competitors, and generously spaced handles make maneuvering on a heavy glass cooktop safer and more controlled. Monitoring browning is easier thanks to the light interior enamel. Seeing beurre noisette turn from yellow to hazelnut is more precise than with dark interiors. Moisture retention with the well-fitted lid keeps soups and stews from evaporating too aggressively on electric, sometimes drying heat. Searing is authoritative when handled properly. Preheat low to medium for a bit longer than a thin pan, then introduce protein with a thin sheen of oil. The heavy base prevents the temperature crash typical of lighter pans when cold food is added, so scallops and steaks keep sizzling rather than steaming. Once the crust sets, finishing in the oven is straightforward. Electric cooks benefit here because it removes the variability of coil cycling during the last few minutes of cook. 2. Circulon C1 Series Clad. Circulon C1 Series Clad brings a premium Clad stainless body paired with a rugged non-stick interior, an unusually effective hybrid for electric stoves. The Clad build spreads heat predictably across coils and glass tops, minimizing ring hotspots, while the interior non-stick surface resists scratching and peeling better than typical coatings. In practice, that means cooking smashed potatoes in minimal oil without sticking, then deglazing for a pan sauce without babying the surface. On electric, responsiveness and stability both matter, and this set delivers a balanced feel. The pans heat faster than cast iron, but hold a stable baseline that keeps pancakes and quesadillas evenly colored from center to edge. Sautéing is where the C1 feels luxurious. Onions and peppers soften without scorching, and adding a splash of stock to steam-finish veg doesn't cause the temperature to yo-yo. The tempered glass lids let simmering be monitored without lifting, useful on electric where recovering heat takes longer. Durability is a headliner. The interior non-stick stands up to day-to-day use with fewer micro-scratches than standard coatings, and the Clad body resists warping on repeated preheat cycles common to electric cooking. Oven-safe performance broadens technique. Start on the burner, finish under heat for crispening or melting. The stainless exterior cleans up nicely with a bit of stainless cleaner if discoloration appears, and the whole set looks premium on the rack, form meeting function. There are limits. While tougher than average, it's still non-stick, so searing at maximum coil heat is unnecessary and counterproductive. Medium to medium-high delivers better results in longevity. 1. GreenPan GP5. GreenPan's GP5 tops the list because it marries a fully clad, multi-layer body with an advanced ceramic non-stick that behaves beautifully on electric stoves. The 5-ply construction, aluminum core layers encapsulated in stainless, spreads heat evenly across the full burner contact area, so a glass top range produces uniform browning without the familiar central scorch. The ceramic coating offers effortless release at sensible temperatures, enabling low to medium cooking that matches electric strengths and protects the coating's lifespan. For everyday cooking, the GP5 delivers a rare combination: the control and stability of Clad stainless with the easy cleanup of modern ceramic non-stick. Fried eggs slide at low heat, thin crepes cook edge to edge without pale bands, and delicate fish releases intact with a modest oil sheen. For electric coil users, the flat, stay-flat base is a game-changer. No tizzy of pan spin or tilt, and no warping surprises after a few months. The pan's interior rivet design minimizes food traps, making deglazing and wiping out a 1-minute job. Heat management is where the GP5 excels on electric. Preheats are quick but not twitchy, giving room to dial in temperatures without overshooting. Once at temp, the pan resists coil cycling swings, keeping a steady sizzle for smash burgers or a controlled simmer for pan sauces. Oven safety broadens techniques: crisp chicken skin after a stovetop sear or bake finish frittatas without changing vessels. Cleanup is nearly thoughtless: wipe, rinse, done, so weeknight momentum isn't lost at the sink. Closing note: each pick here was ranked with electric stove realities in mind: flatness, even heating over broad burners, moderate heat non-stick performance, and day-to-day maintainability. The top 3 deliver the most consistent results with minimal fuss, with the GP5 standing out for its rare balance of Clad precision and ceramic convenience.